Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. This is Becky at Beck's Creations, and Sherry approached me on Facebook to get some help crocheting this dragonfly. So I've done it, and I did it with thread, the number 10 thread with a number 1 crochet hook. And I'm going to make another one, but I'm going to use a 4-ply yarn and a size K hook so that it's easier to see. Okay. So if you want to crochet along, you can. I don't know where Sherry got this pattern. I am just going to follow the pattern, and hopefully Sherry will pop on here and perhaps share the link to the pattern. But they are pretty hard to follow. They're not super difficult. They're just hard to follow instructions. So I told her I would try to figure it out. Hi, Leia. So here I am. I've figured it out, and I've pinned my thread one out because, you know, when thread gets when you've crocheted it, you have to pin him out like a real bug on a to get him flat. So let's move the cotton, and I'm just going to set this dragonfly off to the side, and I've got just some random yarn left and my hook. And the first thing you're going to do, and I like to use a magic circle, but I'm going to do it exactly as the instructions say, so that I'm following these instructions. Like I said, I don't know where she got these, so I don't want to share the pattern picture or anything on here. But if Sherry pops in, if she could leave a link to it in the comments below the video, that'd be great. Hi, Barbara. So again, it says to do a starter chain, which the reason I don't like doing chain method is you can't get the ring tightly closed, but we're going to do it this way. So chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you're going to join it to the first one. So you come around here and you go in the first stitch, and you're going to do a slip stitch through that first loop and the loop on the hook. And then it says chain 1, and the chain 1, they're wanting you to count as a single crochet, and then you're going to do 11 single crochets in the circle, in the loop. So I'm doing 11, and I need to get past that knot. Let's see. Trying to catch the thread in there. So 11 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So effectively what you have is a count of 12, because they're having you count. Let me get you over here a little bit. They're having you count that first chain as your first single crochet. I'm going to cut the remaining tail off. There's so much glue on those scissors, they don't want to work. So we're going to join in the beginning first chain. So what I do is I count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we want to go in this chain back here. and slip stitch into it. Slip stitch. Okay. So now round 2, there's only 3 rounds to this dragonfly, so this shouldn't take too long. So we're going to chain 1. All right. And then that counts as a single crochet. And so we're going to go into this next one, and I'm going to do it full on in through the next one there. So do a single crochet and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet in the same spot you went into for the other one. And you're going to single crochet there. Then you're going to single crochet in this next single crochet. And then you move to the next one and you single crochet into that one and chain 5. No, on this one we're going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you're going to go back down and single crochet in the same place you put that other single crochet in, like so, and then you single crochet in the next single crochet. Then you move to the next single crochet and you do another single crochet, chain 10, single crochet. So we're going to do that here. And then the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go down and single crochet in the same spot here. And then we're going to single crochet in the next one. Okay. And then in the next one, that's in the same one and there, and then you go in the next one. You're going to single crochet, then chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And do another single crochet in the same spot you just came out of. And then we're going to go back and we're going to do the single crochet, chain 10, single crochet in the next one. But before we do that, we have to single crochet in this stitch. So we do that single crochet, then move to the next one, and you're going to single crochet, chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did that do 9? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It didn't. It just twisted. 9, 10. Go back and single crochet in that same space again. And then single crochet in the next single crochet. Okay. Then in this next single crochet, you're going to single crochet, chain 10, and then single crochet again. If I can get this to work. This is not a hook I like. I like the ones with a deeper hook on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then do that single crochet in the same one that you did the other base of this. This is a wing. And then you're going to single crochet in this spot, and then you slip stitch in this in that one there. So slip stitch in there. So if you look at it now, you can see he's starting to coming together. So this is his head, these are his wings, this is his tail. Okay, twice in one day, and this is because of Sherry wanted some help. So I hope I didn't go too fast for you. You can rewind me, slow me down, skip past the jabbering. Okay, so now we're going to do the final round. It's only 3 rows, but it takes a bit to understand how to do the setup for the head, the tail, and the wings. So now we're going to finish him up. You're going to let's see, I slip stitched in the initial chain, and then they want you to slip stitch in the first single crochet, which that's basically what I've done. So once you're at the base of the head here, you start putting 7 single crochets around this loop. So do 7 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think there is a flaw in the pattern, is why it sounds funny in part of these, but I think I figured it out. All right, so after you've done the 7 of those, you're going to slip stitch in these 2 next single crochets here. So we're going to just do a slip stitch. So that means just draw your thread through. 1 and 2, and then we're going to chain 8. Chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I don't know what that means. Skip 1 single crochet, which that just seems so random, and it has nothing to do with this. But you're going to double treble in the top of this chain. And I think Violet told me one time you're supposed to actually go in the stitch at the top, but I always just do actually just the top of the loop. So a double treble is you wrap the yarn 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to go where we want to put the stitch. And then you treat it just like a double or triple crochet. You just go through 2 at a time. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and then chain 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to go to the base again down here in this single crochet in the middle between the 2 stitches and slip stitch into that. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing again. So for the other wing, so chain 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then do your double treble. So 1, 2, 3 wraps around your hook. Go where you're going to go your stitch at the top of the loop, and then go through 2 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we got to get to the bottom of his wing again. So chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then go down to this single crochet that's in between them and slip stitch into that. All right, now we got to do his tail, and his tail takes some thinking. Yeah, you have to, I hope this makes sense to you guys. All right, so now the tail. This is the part I have to really look at these instructions again. Work the following in the chain 8 loop. All right, we're going to do 3 single crochets through the loop. So do 3 single crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So we did that part of it. Now let Becky look again. Give me a minute. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do a double treble. Double treble. 1, 2, 3. 3 turns around. Then we're going to do that double treble in here. 1, 2, 3. The multiple spins always get me messed up, and the loops are never, I got to work on those stitches. Then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now what you're going to do, this is basically what you call a picot stitch. You're going to count down 3 stitches. So 1, 2, 3 is 3 from the hook. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And you're going to go into that hook, that chain, the 3rd chain from your hook that you just made. This yarn and this hook are not cooperating. Do a slip stitch, and that creates a picot stitch. All right. Chain 1. And then we're going to do another double treble crochet. So 1, 2, 3 times around your hook. Go back into that same top of your loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got to do the 3 single crochets in the original chain 8 down here. So we'll do 3 single crochets in there. So there's 1, and it doesn't look like anything when it's all gnarled up like this. 2 and 3. And now we've got to do our other wings on this other side. So the first thing we have to do is slip stitch in here in that center stitch between the tail and the wing. And then we're going to do the wings again, which were chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then a treble crochet in the top. So 1, 2, 3 wraps. Then go in the top of that and work off 2 by 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go down to the single crochet between the 2 wings, and slip stitch in it. That's how you get your stitch down at the base of the wing again. And then again, chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let me get one more. 8. Then we've got to do a double treble. Sherry, I don't know if you have the link to this or if you can tell us where you got the pattern, so I can give credit where credit is due. This is what we're making right now. I just made this one out of thread. This is made out of size 10 thread with a number 1 hook with size 10 crochet cotton, because this says to make it out of that. But for ease and demonstration, I'm using the yarn so you guys can see. All right, so don't forget, we got to do a double treble again. So that's wrapping the yarn 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Go in the top of the next loop, that loop where we've got the wing. And that's where we're going to put this stitch, if I can get my fingers to cooperate. You pull up a loop, so you should have, after you've pulled up a loop, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your hook. But then you go through 2 at a time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8. And then you're just going to join with a slip stitch here and cut it off. Draw this up. All right, and then we gotta hide that thread. I've got a needle over here I can do this with real quick. And then I guess I'll have to pin him out like a bug. Sherry is trying to make this. She approached me to get some help, and I hope I've been some help, Sherry. It's 100 lace flowers to crochet. And you know, you always see dragonflies in gardens, and I'm burying this at the back. And these can be used just like appliques. You can crochet your own butterflies, dragonflies, all that kind of stuff, and then stitch it to your stitched piece. And I'm sure Carol would tell you that too. She'd say that. All right, so let me pin him out. So right now he looks like, I don't know what, but he looks like something. Let's see. I had another fat piece of foam here. I need to look at that Quilter's World because there was something in that I wanted to make. Well, I tell you what. He might stay in place now. Let me unpin him. He might do a little better. When you work with the thread and you want to block it, you really need to dampen the dragonfly or the butterfly or whatever you're working on. See, he's staying pretty good, but if I had dampened him, it would be better. So let's see if we can get this one straightened out. All right, so here's his head. So we'll go ahead and pin his head down. And if I dampened this, I could get it to flatten out better. And there's his picot for the top of his tail. I think we've got it. It looks pretty decent. And I go to the opposite wing diagonal and stick a pin in. This is where this chunky foam board comes in handy for blocking out stuff. Have y'all guys noticed that the quality of stick pins like this has gone down? They bend so easy. But I think that looks like the butterfly in the picture. So there you go. I hope that helped. Yeah, he's really big with yarn, but you know what? It makes it easier for you guys to see what I was doing. I hope I was at least some on screen. It's hard to pay attention to what the camera's doing while you're actively doing it. Can you pin him on white? Well, he's easy to unpin. I can do that. I've got a scrap of white here. I can use the back of one of these. It doesn't take but a second to pin him. This is the back of a piece here. Get him back over here where I can see. Here's his head. And the picot is the top of his tail. That might need some refining or something. I don't know. Excuse me. Uh-oh. I'll have to see if I can find that title for the book that she said it's in. And I hope Sherry's able to make some now. There you go. And then here's the little guy. He's curling back up because I didn't wet him. This is what you have to do when you make doilies. I've been thinking about making some doilies. I keep seeing these dresses and skirts and stuff made with vintage doilies. And I have like a tub of white and ecru crochet cotton back there. I could make up a bunch of doilies and motifs myself. And then I wouldn't be using somebody else's. Isn't that neat that they put a picot at the end of his tail? So I hope that does make it more visible for you guys. The pink showed up better on the black though, but that's okay. All right. Well, I am glad that might help. You can always play the video back and stop it until you've worked a section and then move forward. So I'm going to let you guys go. And I hope, again, that you have a great Easter. And I'll go see if I can find that book and share the link to it. All right. Bye, guys.